This is a disaster. The Supreme Intelligence is the best. His intelligence is just so supreme.
I wonder what that battle in front of the palace was all about. It's a good thing nobody told my husband about it. He'd have been there in a flash.
Lots more two hands around than normal.
Did someone say battle? No, just my imagination. Maybe I'll swing by the mini-golf course later, even if it does have that offensive statue of our great ruler. I wonder if that researcher ever finished her experiment. I want to evolve already.
So many people to conquer. So little time.
Invaded anywhere nice lately? According to the latest research, creaky creased creepers craving cream have decreased incredibly.
That crazy fashion designer was ranting about something earlier. I usually just let him tire himself out. A bunch of maniacs in a flying chair went...
A reminder that one lucky citizen can win themselves a tour of my citadel by finding the elusive golden ticket hidden inside the wrapper of a regular delicious Kang bar. As an added bonus, you will then be enlisted in Kang's army for the rest of your existence. Absolutely free.
Maybe I'll swing by the mini-golf course later, even if it does have that offensive statue of our great ruler.
So many people to conquer. So little time. I'm just glad Hallow the person doesn't seem to have made it into Chronopolis. We could all do without that confusion.
You could win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction at the job well done. Same as all the others. Sorry.
You ever get nervous when you walk on those transparent sidewalks?
I hear that Demonics is hiring. Too bad they have such a bad reputation. And that name can't be doing them any favors.
Apparently, there's going on down in the maintenance tunnels.
fight for the Inhumans and my family.
What are the weather settings today? Don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You can do it, Avengers. I believe in you.
I got this.
I keep getting parking tickets. Honestly, you'd think the public eye were conspiring to make some sort of profit from people parking.
I am Drax the Destroyer. No one can match my skills in battle. Yes, one of the items I wish to collect.
If this part of New York was just lifted straight out to be part of Chronopolis, does that mean there's just a big hole where it used to be?
Spotted a crime taking place in your area if you aren't too busy.
driving the Sphinx through town. That was definitely an infraction, right?
Where should I go for lunch?
Oh, man, I'm going down! Or get out of that.
Sorry to bother you, but yep, you guessed it. Some crime near you needs fighting.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody else would use that.
I think it's the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy. Just want to go home already.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in this cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
I hear stirrings of a new...
Huh? My training in Kunlun didn't prepare me for this. Huh?
I hear we do not have the greatest of reputations on land.
Hello.
Good current today.
Good day. Good day.
The giant sword that fell from the sky. A good or bad omen?
Hello.
Poking out of the ground would be such a recurring issue.
Did the Avengers really let themselves be flushed away? Interesting.
Something very fishy about that story, to which he responded, I was telling you about my latest catch. I don't know what you expected. I don't think it's going to work out.
Being so close to the city has led to some peculiar objects ending up down here. What possible use could an orb of metal have?
Kang here with another Kang announcement. All citizens are to report any sightings of the Avengers.
Not sure who's behind it this time, but there's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah, probably unrelated.
You want me to double all that snow? That's too much, man.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
Hello.
This is worse than that time!
Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade. Sure is dusty out.
Big skull in the sky. Something must have gone down in the cave of Satan. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
I always thought Kunlun had a city on the mountain. Shame Kang didn't bring that into Chronopolis. Guess he must have had a budget to stick to. Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly. There was some, questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Statue of Liberty look a little off to anybody else? No? Just me?
All right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave. What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
The Citadel shield has fallen. Kang's reign is at an end. The Sakarsan will save us all.
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh? Well, who's laughing now, Mom?
What would Nueva York do without Alchemax? Probably rely on some inferior brand like Stark Fujikawa.
I am shamed. I must make this right somehow.
Kind of ancient martial art or something.
Nexus fragment out of the cave! What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
Keep up the good work, hero. I mean, I don't really follow the news, but I'm assuming it's good.
You know, you never did explain to me about this whole Iron Pan thing.
My story is much like Tony Stark's, only tastier because it involves food. Too long have I stood in his shadow. Well, no more. I am Iron Pan, master of the gastronomy.
All right, well, that answers precisely nothing.
Any citizens having trouble dealing with their recent time displacement should contact their nearest Kang counselor or Kangseller.
So, you've returned for some more hot joust action. Ellie is ready when you are. If you have a buddy, you can joust against each other. If not, let me know, and I'll get Winston to saddle up. Oh, sure, he'll complain, but that's what he gets for eating my yogurt.
Are getting tired. I mean, my arms are getting tired.
Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
Hey there. Hope you brought enough layers.
The hand! It must be the hand! Nobody else could concoct a scenario so nefarious!
Help!
No! Help!
I've noticed a number of people complaining that the roads in Chronopolis are a bit of a mess. Yet no one seems
Destroy. The beast is disquieted again. Please, you must soothe him.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
I know we've got a whole new bunch of problems now, but I have to ask, did anyone ever sort out that poor guy's tire fire in the last game? Ustad.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town. That was definitely an infraction, right?
Hail, Hydra, immortal Hydra, we shall never be destroyed.
Rats! I let my travel card expire. Now how am I supposed to leave the neighborhood?
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Hope you're having a Hydra day.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill.
It's Red Skull Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
Oppressed? We are not oppressed. So long as we obey all the laws and report all infractions, we lead reasonably comfortable lives.
That guy driving the Sphinx through...
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, that girl can dream.
It's Red Skull Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill. What have the Avengers got against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
That guy driving the Sphinx through town. That was definitely an infraction, right? Ignorance is strength.
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe we've overdone it with the number of Hydra skulls everywhere. But then I remember the old saying. You can take the patriots out of North America, but you can't take the patriotism out of North America. It's Red Skull Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
Hail, Hydra, immortal Hydra, we shall never be destroyed. Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue. Long live President Zola!
Is the fisherman still having trouble with his machine?
Ho!
Why doesn't he just get a... The technology in Kang's surveillance drones is impressive, but I don't...
Get ready for the Chronopolis Crazy Quest.
delicious!
Rats! I let my travel card expire. Now how am I supposed to leave the neighborhood?
How much do you really know about Chronopolis?
That guy driving the Sphinx through town. That was definitely an infraction, right?
Did we hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill. Of course I don't feel bad about turning in my own plaza. He jaywalked. Can you think of anything more insulting to the supremacy of the Empire? Ho! Ha! Ha! What have the
Want
Avengers
to
got
test
against
your
Kane?
knowledge?
What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
Ignorance is strength.
Ho!
Star-Lord, legendary outlaw.
Goons, bad guys, villains.
Back for more training, so...
Kang spies with his digital eye something beginning with...
Sure is dusty out.
Were we meeting at high noon or low noon? I can't remember. Oh, the circus was in town? Guess that explains all of it.
Star-Lord, legendary outlaw.
Those golden helmets are so fancy.
All right, Kang's defensive. Star-Lord,
Legendary outlaw.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
That Ronan is always so accusing. Well, I accuse him of being a big jerk.
Oh, can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea of a good time.
Nova Corps are so cool. I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
How could he just leave like that?
Maybe you've already seen it.
I wasn't being
but some trouble is
unreasonable.
going down near where you are.
Did the agency send you to finish my house? The last person stormed off and left the job half done. That's the last time I offer constructive criticism.
Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on today is not my idea of time.
I look forward to really settling in here. So quaint.
Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, and ripped up.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside. I nearly joined that. But I...
I'll be talking to your manager about this debacle.
Come on, Guardians. How long? I want to go home.
Next few weeks in my brain. And another 2-hour lunch lost in the X-Teams. That's me. Guardians next door. Pretty impressive. The way they dress in those accents. Oh, so cool.
Well, world's not been destroyed yet.
Is this going to take long? I have somewhere to be, you know.
Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me. Everyone is always so accusing. Well, I accuse I've heard the weather is pretty
You've got bad guys causing trouble nearby. They make
I
me so
moved here
mad.
to get away from the big city. I don't mean Lumeria itself. I'm talking about the big city that appeared above it. Can you believe that coworker of yours just leaving? Outrageous.
Where am I going? I feel like I'm just walking in circles. I should make a note of my path in the future. I should make a note of that. Wait, world's not been destroyed.
Go play some extra blitz in my break. Just a little bit. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost to Mexicans, the boss is gonna blitz me. So, now still become part of the world mind? Because I was really looking forward to chatting with my
I can't say I will be using this construction company again.
Seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
Just remember to buy cake. Don't put some Mexican blitz in my brain. Just a little bit. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost to Mexicans, the boss is gonna blitz me. I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot in the ribs, stomped all over by a celestial, and ripped up and brought into some kind of crazy liberal.
I'll be talking to your manager about this debacle.
I like hot and dangerous as much as the next guy, but this is too much.
I don't want to do work today. It's so nice out. Maybe I should just hop on the tango rail and go on a trip. Maybe to that sandy travel place. Or the
Alright, Kang's defenses are down. Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
I look forward to really settling in here.
I do
So
enjoy sitting
quaint.
next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of
Has anyone seen the Queen lately? I really adore her. I'd say
I can't say I will be using this construction company
What a
again.
Fantastic day. So, I get paid to say that. Oh, can someone do something about those awful hang announcements? Listen, the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea of a good time.
Is this going to take long? I have somewhere to be, you know.
I should make a note of my path in the future. Maybe I should make a note of my dog. Wait, where was I going?
Another crime, and this one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
The Guardians are finally gonna teach that Logan buckethead a lesson.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain.
I moved here to get away from the big city. I don't mean Lumeria itself. I'm talking about the big city that appeared above it.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
It looks marvelous! I had my doubts, but you've done an admirable job. Here, for your services.
Please, no epic battles today.
That card.
Yes, this will do nicely. Now it's time for a shopping spree. Oh, can't have a house without furniture.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea of a good time.
Time for Spider-Woman to swing into action.
I heard that Lunarian guy in the police here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi.
Come on, Guardians. How long do you have one night? I want to go home.
I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the Hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Those golden helmets are so fancy. Oh, can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements?
say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering he got shot in the bed.
I am Groot?
Oh, can someone do something about those awful
I am Gamora. Now,
why, if it ain't my glamorous assistant from before. Thanks again for all your help.
That Ronan is always so accusing. Well, I accuse him of being a big jerk.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Looks like that voodoo wall surrounding Kang's Tower disappeared. If anyone's looking to go up there and clean his plow, now'd be the time to do it.
Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being recorded for tampering with the Kang's
Where's that old prospector who ever got his screen working? It sounded like around the tree
Any citizens having trouble dealing with their recent time displacement should contact their nearest Kang counselor, or Kangseller. He may be only a cardboard cutout, but I assure you, he is a great listener.
Somebody ought to do something about those pesky gophers digging up the town.
Oh, the circus was in town? Guess that explains all the kooky people I've seen wandering around.
tampering with a Kang surveillance drone is a punishable offense.
I hear they're getting some fancy new modern entertainment over at the saloon. Ask me. Nothing wrong with that fellow who blows on his jars. I love that guy.
Citizens are warned.
So that big purple face in the sky was real? I thought I dreamt that.
High time someone did something about that Kang fella, don't you think? For sticking up the town.
I don't know what people were expecting. Making a giant head critter the sheriff was always gonna end in tears.
Citizens with suggestions on how to improve Chronopolis can submit them to the big chasm surrounding my citadel. While it may look as though your idea is being thrown into the abyss, I actually have a very impressive and high-tech system in place for collecting this data.
Looks like that voodoo wall's from the county. Anyone's looking to go up there and clean his plow? Now'd be the time to do it.
There's so many kinds around these parts that I don't like, it's hard to keep track.
Ho!
We don't like your kind around these, Oh, sorry. Force of habit. Welcome to town.
Were we meeting at high noon or low noon? I can't remember.
Ho! Somebody ought to do something about those pesky gophers digging.
A reminder that one lucky citizen can win themselves a tour of my citadel by finding the elusive golden ticket hidden inside the wrapper of a regular, delicious Kang bar. As an added bonus, you will then be enlisted in Kang's army for the rest of your existence. Absolutely free.
You are a friend of the Rawhide Kid, are you not? Red Wolf knows why you are here. The location of... You must... Then it is settled. Speak with the townsfolk and take heed their words, for in them will lie the path to the totem.
I don't know what people... Making a giant head critter the sheriff was always gonna end in tears.
High time someone did some...
Have you learned anything of the totem?
Looks like that voodoo wall surrounding King's Tower disappeared. Ho!
This is your glorious ruler, Kang, with a quick message to whichever citizen just beat my high score on Hexagon Blitz. I hate you.
So far, I have learned nothing from the wind or the mountain.
Reckon reckon there's something in the water lately, as I could have sworn I saw this big pole with a face on it walking around the other day. And it gets stranger. Soon as he noticed I'd seen him, he put on this big old coat and scurried off. I wonder where he went to.
Big skull in the sky. Huh. Didn't a wise old fella say that was an ill omen? No, wait.
Been hearing some unusual noises at night since all these new places sprouted up. I'll be trying to sleep, and suddenly I'll hear a little voice telling me to fight something called a hexagon? Oof.
There's a real peculiar type spending most his days at the saloon of late. Tall fella, wears a big coat all the time. Reckon there's only one reason person wear a coat that big. Something to hide. Or 'cause he's cold. So, two reasons, I guess. There's a real weirdo walking around town lately, supposedly looking for some sort of evil fishing pole. Heard he got into some business with them Cree fellas down by the border over a giant head. I mean, I ain't gotta tell you that ain't regular.
Big skull in the sky. Huh. Didn't a wise old fella say that was...
Saw someone real strange coming out the sheriff's office the other day. Big face, little arms, little legs, floating chair. Said he was the sheriff now. I tell you, it takes all kinds.
High time someone did...
You are a friend of the human... So, what knowledge did you bring? The saloon. If we knew who occupied the large coat, this information could be useful. I believe he's referring to Modoc's brief role as the town sheriff, rather than anything regarding the totem. That indeed sounds like the totem. We need only to learn of where he goes. It would appear we have learned enough. Of course.
Something tells me that story doesn't end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a Gwenpool mission.
Kang here. To be complimented on the fact that I managed to get not one, not two, but 3 Manhattans in one world. That's the kind of value you just don't get from...
This is new. I'm not in a comic anymore. Check me out. Head stud, unusual thumbs. This is awesome. I'm my own minifig. I need to get a pic of this before it wears off. If it wears off. Hello, Gwenpool. To whom am I speaking? The designer? Hello, Chief. Bonus missions? Yes, 100% I can help. But what about the guy who did it last time? Oh, really? Okay, boss. Sure, I'm in. Bye. Hey, so looks like I'm your host for these bonus missions. How cool is that? Choice bonus locations, awesome characters to play, and at the end you get yourself the all-important pink bonus brick. Wherever shall we go first? Howdy, partners! Saddle up, because I'm fired up and ready to take you through on another one of my special missions. This one's going to take you way back to the Old West. Bad guys' faces swollen, keep them pink bricks rolling, Gwenpool! Rawhide Kid and his longtime brother-in-arms, Red Wolf, have received news that an old foe is back in town. The living totem. Our heroes head into town. Spurred on by the townsfolk, they are steered to the saloon. Come on, you varmints! That was 2 cowboy puns right there! Inside the saloon, our boys find the living totem hard at work. Completing a death ray? Forging a metal army? No. Rehearsing in his one alien show. Humans are mean and should just be conquered already. Dinner theater? Will these villains stop at nothing? How exactly do you go about defeating a giant indestructible alien totem pole? I'm not going to be much help as I haven't read this stuff. Lucky for you youngins, the Kid and Red Wolf's gonna learn us how. This town ain't big enough for the 3 of them. Yeehaw!
All right. This darn totem has got to be around here somewhere.
Look, Rawhide. Over there.
Put him up, totem. You ain't fooling no one round these parts. Listen, buddy, I don't know how you escaped, but you need to get back in that hole you crawled out of, or you'll have us to deal with. Nothing to say, huh? Ain't nobody buying this statue act of yours, least of all me. I know who you are.
Rawhide.
Pipe down, Wolfie. I know what I'm doing here.
I believe this may be a normal totem.
I think I saw it move. Stand back!
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Well, that's one suspect down, I guess. No way Living Totem would have gone down that easy.
I hope we don't have to pay for that damage.
Don't worry about it, Wolfie. Word travels fast, and that word is that you don't mess with the Rawhide Kid. Mighty clever of you putting that decoy over there. I challenge you to a quick draw. Your move, creep.
Are you serious? Careful now, Rawhide. You don't want to get a splinter. Look out! It's heading right for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your entertainment for tonight, performing its very own One Totem stage show, the one, the only. Please put your hands together for the Living Totem. I wandered lonely as a totem pole that crashed, was lost, and then was set upon by raging beasts, the horrid race of men. And now I must ask you, totem or not totem? That is the question.
Shouldn't have come back here, Totem. Your evil-doing days are at an end.
Who dares interrupt my performance? Why can't you just leave me alone?
Rawhide, look! It's working. He's slipping on the water.
Yeah! We've got you now, Totem.
You cannot stop theater.
You got him to slip up on water? That's it? Jeez, some bad dude, huh? No wonder he's not up there with the big villains like Kang and Thanos. Turns out this poor sap never wanted to be on Earth anyway. He crash-landed here in the Old West, and the first people he met buried him underground. Typical, huh? All he really wants is to get home, and the theater group was just a way of him raising money to build a spaceship. Not sure he'd have raised that much cash on stage. His acting is a bit wooden. Get it? I made it funny. Red Wolf suggests that maybe Totem can hitch a ride with some other friendly space travelers. He won't have to look far to find some. What with things being so messed up round here. Can't seem to throw a rock right now and not hit an alien. Heck, the Guardians of the Galaxy would take him. They've already got Groot, so they're no strangers to wooden space dudes. Hasta luego!
Excelsior!
some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Man, it's cold.
Right. Let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave. Back for some cheat/pink brick action? Gonna jazz things up with a new extra? Aw, you came to see your best pal in the whole world, Gwenpool.
Where should I go for lunch?
How are you finding my special Gwenpool? So many pink bricks! With a few more, you could build a tiny little pink house.
A quick message to all you expectant mothers, fathers, and or others. Have you considered naming your child Kang?
Oh, hey, you don't see a zip on...
If you want all my pink bricks, you'll have to finish all my Gwenpool missions. Helping some of the heroes out in the big wide world will unlock them.
Now is the time for the Kingpin to set the world right again.
4 Manhattans. Ha!
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe if I cut out dairy.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff. Ho! Ha!
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
I've noticed a number of people complaining that the roads in Chronopolis are a bit of a mess. Yet, no one seems to mention all the centuries-old pyramids I brought over in one piece. Just saying.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Help!
Right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave! What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man!
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. Ho! That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Is it odd that I'm really craving ice cream?
Man, it's cold.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
The hand! It must be the hand! Nobody else can concoct a scenario so nefarious!
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
My training never prepared me for whose turn is it to water the plants? I did last time.
The giant sword that fell from the sky. A good or bad omen, you think?
Is someone stop to those incessant announcements from behind?
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it melts all this snow. Of course,
right now, and you could win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction and job well done. Same as all the others. Sorry.
I want to be just like you when I grow up. Plus, I can still grow.
I always thought Kunlun had a city on the mountain.
Look who's back. Welcome back, oh seekers of the pink bricks. Fame. She can be a cruel and fickle mistress. And my pal, Howard the Duck, is aware of that more than most today. He's not feeling the love from his fellow man for all his saving the day heroic do-goodery. I mean, that's not why he does it. But a pat on the back every now and again wouldn't hurt. What Howard needs to get people talking about him is a full-tilt, immersive, genre-defining, massively multiplayer, online video game with his beak on the cover! As luck would have it, there's a Gamescon going on just the other side of the park. Exactly the place to pitch a Howard multi-platform title. Teeny problem. The Access All Areas passes for the convention sold out months ago, dude. You'll have to use some of your quack fu ingenuity to get past those lines and pitch your game idea to the panel. The guy next to Howard seems to want to help. Who is he? Let me check one sec. before, Bushman? Even I ain't never heard of this guy. I'm wondering if he's after his own game, too. That might be stretching things a little. But what do I know? If he can help Howard, then he's okay by me.
Hello, Manhattanites! Welcome to Timely Comics HQ, where we've got everything you could possibly want for all your timely needs. Come on in and get your geek on, people. This is ChronoCon!
Sold out? Well, that's just great. I knew we shouldn't have stopped for drive-thru. Now we'll never get into the panel.
Hey, Howard, why don't we come up with a distraction? You know, so we can sneak in without needing passes.
Nah, that'd never work. Wait, I know. I'll create a distraction so we can sneak in without needing passes. Why didn't I think of that before?
Hey, that's what I just...
Pipe down. We'll blow our cover. Now to put my ingenious plan into action.
Listen up, folks. I mean, attention convention attendees or something. We have a limited number of tickets available at the main desk downstairs for you to have your dream selfie with Tony Stark. That's right, Iron Man himself. Billionaire superstar, blah, 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 whatever. So hurry up.
Well, would you look at that? A pretty flawless plan if I do say so myself.
Don't worry, all you lovely, loyal people that are still here. We've got so many other great guests for you. I mean, who needs Iron Man when we have the Shocker? So, come on in and meet your heroes. Get an autograph, take some selfies, and share them online. The world needs to know exactly how cool you are.
Blah, blah, blah. Time to show these guys what a 10 out of 10 video game looks like.
Gee, I hope that wasn't expensive.
Nah, it was already broke when I got here. Now this is what I call an upgrade. Iron Man, eat your heart out.
Man, that suit is, well, it's something. I mean, it's no Mark 17, but I'm definitely digging it. You know, the way that Stanley animatronic is tapping on the glass and waving for assistance is so lifelike.
Oh!
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
Man, does anyone know his secret identity? Answers to me on a postcard, or preferably a less antiquated digital social media platform. Go.
Hard as it may be to believe, I do occasionally have my limits.
Concerned that Howard the Duck and Forbish Man are trashing the place? Not seem odd to anyone else? Just me? All right.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations? Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Looks like we've got some technical difficulties. Whoa! Stand back, folks! And Super Green Skin Smash Troll Brothers is no more.
Yeesh, what a heap of junk! Who'd pay to come and look at a glorified oven mitt?
Ooh, that sounded smashy. Guessing that gauntlet has to be worth, like, at least $1 bajillion. Trust me, I'm pretty good with math.
Hey everybody! Check out this brand new video game featuring yours truly. Available in all good stores in Chronopolis. And some bad ones.
Yes, this game is rad! The lesser spotted, much underappreciated Howard the Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Get over here, Howie. Victory lap time.
Get me out of here!
Yes, folks, it really is that easy to get a game made. If you happen to be a duck in a time-locked city, that is. Sure, they all look happy now. But what about when they get 100%? What then? Does the game have any super bonus brick-gathering bonus adventures? No? You'll need a day one patch, my friend, and Sharpish. Just don't let old Panhead near it. I think he's struggling with actual reality. Never mind the virtual kind. What am I saying? Howard's game has got Howard in it. It doesn't need anything else. Give me a copy. Let me through.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
You want me to shovel all that snow? Sponge has on his sanctum? Where can I get one of those? Aw, you came to see your best pal in the whole world, Gwenpool. They're all so good. You can't just buy one.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who...
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get it.
Citizens complaining about being so-called mad. Park your stupid city next to the dark dimension, like I originally planned.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that fro.
This is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody ever!
Ooh.
Huh? I always wanted to be a superhero when I was a kid. Of course, I also wanted to be a dinosaur, so...
Right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave! What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
No! Help me!
Ricky fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long. No! Help me!
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got...
Help!
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly.
These constant villa attacks are no joke. It's really dangerous out there.
Two Manhattans. Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha ha.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers Mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah, probably unrelated.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy. Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside a bounce house around here.
Okay. Visit, live, destroy. Moi, Nueva York, Hydra Empire. Go!
What a pathetic excuse for a parallel world.
Ah!
Fake news reports are being circulated saying people don't like being part of Chronopolis.
If it isn't our friend from earlier. As you can see, we're still here. Some people don't know when to call it a day.
Hey, I ain't the one too chicken to tell my old lady I stuck a sword through her Sunday best.
Her haunted Sunday best.
Hey there!
I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe if I cut out dairy.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain. But times are hard enough in the city without giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave! What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man. That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I get one of those?
Long live President Zola! Hydra Empire would love to take part in the Interregion Chronopolis World Cup football tournament, but I think it would be unfair to the other competitors.
These constant villain attacks are no joke. Seriously, though, it's really dangerous out there.
Ho!
Ooh, I can't feel my face.
Four Manhattans. Ha ha ha. Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
Imagine being outside of the authority of President Zola. The thought of it makes me sad for those unlucky enough to be enslaved by so-called freedom.
Ho!
Long live President Zola!
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
Isn't Hydra Square just beautiful? All lit up and shiny.
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain. But times are hard enough in the city without giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
I can't feel my face.
Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue.
Not sure who's behind it this time, but there's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him.
All right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave. What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
The hand! It must be the hand! Nobody else could concoct a scenario so nefarious! Oh! I flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Enlightenment and martial art mastery may be priceless, but those plane tickets definitely cost...
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom. Maybe some new gloves would cheer me up.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore. I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
Kang's the worst. Soon as that hoodlum gets taken down a peg or two, the better.